Hey everybody, this is Buddy. I'm back at the OC laying out in the sun. I did not swim today. That last swim I did, it was so, I went as hard as I could, so I'm resting today. I needed every bit of 42 hours of rest based on what my watch told me. And it's Garmin Phoenix 5X. And but while I'm here, and it's on my mind, I want to talk to you people, the ones that hear me, the ones that watch my video. While they're talking about all this crazy stuff on television, I want you to be aware of something. You have the option to cut that television off and watch something, like selectively watch something that's spiritually motivating or uplifting, that will actually give you pleasure in your thinking. I know that's hard for most people to do, but I'm just throwing it out there as some advice, because they're doing press conference after press conference after press conference. And when they do all that, they're spinning a spell, wanting you to, literally, it can make the world so sick that they can control the outcome of our future with the collective consciousness of the people that are living in fear over what they think they're hearing. What they're hearing is it's a program. It's not real. It's made up with the intention to just make you see their next little plan. And their next little plan might include the fake alien invasion. And don't fall for it. Don't fall for World War III. We don't have to go backwards. They make it sound like we can do a conventional war and everybody will, there'll be a winner and a victor. That is so asinine that it's ridiculous. Because if you put all the real people that are politics and hear what they say, it's totally opposite of what would happen if you bring Russians and Ukrainians together. Like me, I'm an American, but I can talk to anybody. And if I can't talk to them, they just going to feel my love. And I would feel their love. I've got a bunch of friends that are Russians. I've got a bunch of friends that are Ukrainian. There's a huge Ukrainian group of people that live right here in the Ozarks, and Russians too, Russians as well. They get along. They live, some of them live in side by side in the same apartment complexes. I've been meeting and talking to them, and they got nothing against each other. It's the government that's lying to us about what is their reality and what is their fear. And they want to put us on it, and it puts you under it and own it all the time by watching television, doing breaking news reports and all that mess. Damn, there's always been balloons in the sky. There's always been weather balloons and other kind of balloons. It's just now that they're using that as a gimmick to set you up in your thinking for UFOs. We've been talking about UFOs for a long time. Ain't nobody got no proof of any of it. There was one man, he was a one-armed man, he was from Switzerland or somewhere over there. His name was Billy Meyer. He took some of the best photos and had the best understanding of what is going on. They're not coming from outer space. There's nothing out there. There's interdimensional beings that have already been here for thousands and thousands of years, and they're still controlling things from behind the scenes. Biden ain't controlling nothing. Trump ain't controlling nothing. It's the people that you can't see because you can't see them because they're interdimensionals. They actually take on a form. It's hard to explain, but David Icke was right. He was right about them. Somehow, some way, we got moved off of a real world in a real universe. where there was travel in between spaces, of what we call spaces. But this is an illusion now, because we've totally separated from what God is. This is in the fall. It ain't way back there in the Bible. It's here now. It's within us. We fell into a low vibration of a reality that, for all practical purpose, is just a copy of what is heaven within inside of us. So it's an illusionary control matrix for dominating the mass collective consciousness. I'm imploring you, begging you, if you really are struggling with what they're talking about, practice just cutting your TV off and find something that's worthy of watching on YouTube. Search spiritual videos and truth videos. There's some good truth documents out there on Netflix and different places. I know a lot of y'all got plans to all kinds of things that you've not even been using because you've been too busy trying to keep up with this drama. Break yourself away from this drama and cut the television off. And don't watch news on your computer, your laptop, or your all-in-one computer. God, gaming computers. There's just all kinds of computers. But it's done me a world of good since COVID started. It's been, coming up March, it'd be 3 years. I haven't watched any television. It's unplugged from there. I use it as a monitor now for my my laptop, so I can see, the bigger picture of what I'm looking at and trying to edit. I've been off of editing videos for quite a while, but I'm fixing to get started back. And yeah, so I haven't made up my mind exactly what I'm buying, but I'm leaning more towards a laptop than an all-in-one computer. And I did find this this Canon Vixia R700 and an R800 on eBay. And I'm probably going to order me one, so I will. I like the Canons for right now. One day I'll update to something with a really big CMOS 1-inch scanner, sensor. And they take really high quality photos and videos. But I'm going to start off with what I got in mind. A really nice high-end laptop that can do video editing, not for documentaries or 4K or 8K. No, for pushing videos up to a Rumble, and I don't even have a Rumble channel on right now, but eventually I'm going to do that. But I'm pushing everything up to Facebook and YouTube. And if you know, they cut everything. They have a way to throttle. Oh God, throttle. That's a trigger word for me. But they take whatever quality you give them and they compress the hell out of it. And so you get what you get. So you don't need a, $3,000 camera for YouTube video and making videos, for YouTube. All right. That's all I really got to say about that, is watch out for fake alien invasion, because if they're here, they've always been here. If they got technology, they always had it. It's been like out of sight, out of mind. That's why some of the underground bases, that's why they even exist, for the interdimensionals, the fallen angels, the Nephilim, the ones that are in control of this world. That's why it's a copy, because they're Luciferian by nature, evil, and don't have what we have, the God spark, Christ that lives within us. Not outside of us, not in the church, nothing you got to learn or really understand about. Reading one scripture out of the Bible is like, it means nothing until you actually know who wrote the Bible and what its purpose was for. And then it would shock you to make you realize that most of that was wrote thousands of years after Yeshua ben Joseph did what he did. And he came against religion, all religion. But they don't tell y'all everything about him and his teaching. They don't want you to know. They just set you free. I'm free because I choose to read and hear other books. I don't read, but I have listened to a lot of audio books that are, online and in the Library of Congress. So there's way more to having peace than getting caught up in the world of what is now and how they project the future and show you a lie for the past. All it'll do is make you think in your mind that we're on the verge of losing everything. The money, the governments, the war is going to kick off anytime. It's been that way ever since I woke up and started paying attention to this. I've been awake August the 17th, 2003, and I really stayed in a state of bodhisattva for about 2.5, if not 3 years. And then I started traveling and going to spiritual meetings. And that's when somebody said, "Buddy, there's evil in the world." And so that's about 2006, 2007. That's when I asked Father and Mother God to show me where the evil come from and what is the evil. And that's how I found out about the controllers. And that's why I'm telling you, don't let them control what you do, see, or think. If we can break free, we can change the world very quickly. When we break free, we're only breaking free within our mind, because none of this that we see outside, if it's outside of you, it's subject to be illusionary. Now, Valentine's Day is coming up, and you love your wife or you love your husband. But you've got to admit that they're not you as a physical being incarnated into this world. But when you love them for who they really are, the spirit resurrected power of the I Am, the Christ conscious being that they are, is immortal and always has been. And then you can love a love that's not from this world. It's from eternity. The love of this world is antiquated. It means if you stop doing this, I won't love you no more. But when you love as Yeshua ben Joseph loved, you love eternal. And you love yourself, because that's what you're really witnessing when you see people. You're seeing a fragment of yourself incarnated in this reality of now to teach you a lesson or show you something or talk to you. Well, cut your TVs off. When they talk about alien invasion, put the word fake in front of it and meditate. That's what I've been out here doing. This whole video is a meditation. This whole video is no more than me leaving myself a message in time about who I am right now. Don't let meditating be hard for you. It's just still in your mind and seeing your future as a bright, bright, sunny day. You know how you feel when you were totally protected? That first time that you were consciously aware that you were protected and safe. Your mother loved you, your father loved you. For me, it was about 3 years old, and fresh sheets and towels had come off of the line hanging outside. My mama put them on the bed. And I crawled up on that bed and I looked at her probably for the first time with the eyes of love. And I felt the warmth of her and the warmth of them blankets them towels and sheets. And that's been with me all through everything, which most of it didn't have to do with the comfort of love and peace. Yeah, that's a long story there, but now is the only time there ever is and ever will be. this moment that I'm saying this now. Now it's another now. Keep your mind focused on the nows, and you can't be lured into no trap of what the interdimensional oversouls, the ones that are behind the scenes trying to control the collective consciousness, why they know that this world is going to change in a twinkling of an eye, and Father, Mother, God's got a plan. So, y'all, have a good day. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to make some better ones when I get a better computer that can edit and tell stories a little bit better than what I've been doing. Talk to you later.